Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? What's up? Sapphire got tore the hell up. Cause girl, you really got tore up. Like, I still cannot believe you did all that just to get tore up 2 times in a row. Anyways, what's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, Messy Maya, and I am back again with another video. So today we're gonna be getting into some mess concerning the Baddies East reunion part 3. Girl, yes, I am late, but better late than never. I have been under the weather, and I am ready to just dive right in, and no need to waste no time. So the episode starts off with Smiley versus Mariahlynn. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I really just cannot with this tired ass storyline, child. I am so over it. Anyways, so the part 3 of the reunion starts off with Smiley versus Mariahlynn. It starts off with Smiley saying, I came here for my chain, because Janisha basically asked her, like, you know, like, why are you here? Like, you're clearly injured. You clearly, like, she came looking a mess. Girl, she had a crusty, dusty, frizzy ass, brown, highlight, blonde wig on, child. She looked a mess. Why are you here? Ho, why are you here? Okay. So she's like, I'm here for my chain. And my thing is with Smiley, it's just like, you again with this, Smiley. Like, you're so quick to pop off on Mariahlynn, okay? And which is cool, because Mariahlynn is going to get in the field every single time. But why you not coming out to get your lip back on the big bag hoe that slapped you down, that slapped you all the way down in your trailer? No offense to Biggie, because I love you, girl. Okay. Why you not getting your lip back on big? That's what I'm saying. I feel like Smiley be trying to get into it with everybody, but who she really needs to. Girl, Biggie is the reason why your hand is like that, ultimately, technically. Okay. I'm starting to think that first I thought it was adrenaline and you just being mad because security wouldn't let you really get to her. But I'm starting to think that you really did that to your hand to avoid a fade. Like, for real. Because my thing is girl, why you not, like, you still worried about this dollar store ass chain that you really should have replaced by now anyway. But you so fixated on Mariahlynn. Girl, why you not trying to get into it with Sapphire, the girl who wrestled you down for that chain? Why you not get into it with Biggie, the one who slapped you down in your trailer, and it's ultimately the reason why your hand is looking like that, baby? Like, I feel like you get into it with the wrong people, but that is besides the point. That is Smiley, girl. Smiley is going to buck up on the little girls, one thing about it, and 2 things for sure. Now, Mariahlynn, girl, how do you keep, my thing is with Mariahlynn, it's like, girl, I respect you. Because one thing about you is you're going to get in the field every single time. But my thing about you is like, why do you keep losing? Like, yeah. There's no, and my thing is Smiley don't even know how to fight. Smiley is doing you in with one hand. Do you realize that? That you were literally on the floor, and Tesehki and everyone else had to get up and jump this girl for you? And don't say that Smiley didn't get jumped, because yes, she did. Yes, she did. It was a brief moment. It was quick. Security broke it up fast. But Tesehki was literally stomping her out. Like, I don't even want to hear that. Like, I just don't understand how Mariahlynn keeps losing to this girl. And again, Smiley don't know how to get down. She don't know how to get down. She just big, girl. She don't know how to get down. Mariahlynn, you keep letting this girl do you in every single time. And then she did you in with one hand. Oh, if you were going to win any fight, it really should have been this one. The girl had one functioning hand. Like, she was literally screaming out in pain. Smiley, you're an actress, by the way. I just don't know. Like, y'all, I'm not going to lie. The part 3 of the reunion was crazy. But it really just made me realize how much I don't want anybody on that stage to come back on it. No, I don't care. I don't care. And I know they're going to bring the girls back. But I really feel like no one should come back. I don't care. I don't want to see nobody on that stage back on my screen ever again. I'm not going to say ever again, but no, not next season. Anyways, so yeah, that fight was just, it was just lame. Like, You know what I'm saying? Like, it was lame on Smiley's part because it's just like, girl, you have bigger fish to fry. Again, why you not actually, you talk about give me my chain back, give me my chain. You need to get into it with the person who initially put you on the floor on your back, had you swimming, and snatched that chain off your neck. What are you talking about? What do you mean? The day after you had a alleged MC, like, why you not trying to get into it with Sapphire? Why are you steady trying to get into it with Mariah? And then Biggie, she slapped you down in your trailer. Why you not trying to, like, girl, boo, bye? Like, come on now. You just picky choosy. Like, yuck. You just picky choosy. You just, I don't know. And girl, you got jumped, girl. You got jumped, girl. I don't even know what else to say about this. After that, Smiley was like, my hand, and security's like her hand is literally broke. And this is my thing with Zeus too. Why would y'all let her, that whole thing just did not feel right also. Because why did y'all let her go back on stage if her hand was like that? Why did y'all let her go back on stage? I just don't get it. I really don't. Like, somebody please enlighten me. And I understand, like, she's a grown woman with her own free will. But I just don't understand why she wasn't in the hospital. I don't get it. This is another example of Zeus really not caring about their talent. Smiley should have been on the next, Smiley should have been on the next taxi, anything, girl, Uber to the hospital, girl. She really, I don't think y'all understand, like, what really could have happened. That could have went so bad. Like, I just don't get it. Smiley, girl, I don't know. Just don't bring her back, child. So Smiley and Mariahlynn run it back again. And Tesehki is still trying to jump into the... like, security is trying everything in their power to hold Tesehki back. Girl, I'm not gonna lie, girl. They was jumping, girl. They was Miss Jumping Boots this reunion, girl. The girls were jumping this reunion. Or trying to both, really. Girl, like I said, girl, and Mariahlynn got mopped again. Girl, you got mopped again, girl. Mariahlynn cannot fight. I'm not gonna lie. I respect it because, like I said, she gonna get in the field. But baby, can you at least make one of those times count for what? Oh my goodness. So at this point, they are trying to figure out where ET is. ET is not on stage, child. You know what I'm saying? She ain't run, girl, but she was, she took a little break, girl. I don't know. Girl. All right. So now, again, they're trying to figure out where is ET. They're like, we're just going to wait on her. Again, now don't get mad at me when I say that this was ET's reunion, but I'm just saying the girl, shit. That's what it seemed like to me, girl. She got y'all waiting. Like, she literally got y'all waiting. Like, without ET being out on stage, they literally had nothing to talk about. Like, for like 10, 20 minutes, they spent just being like, where's ET? Yeah, where's ET? If ET's not coming back out on stage, I'm leaving. I swear. Like, da-da-da-da. Rolly was like, don't worry about my friend. Don't worry about ET. I don't know. It was just a mess. Like, without ET on stage, they had nothing to talk about. So, I don't know. I feel like that speaks volumes within itself. Child, can y'all please carry on? Anyways, but DJ Sky and Rolly end up talking. And no, the host did not initiate this. Rolly initiated it. Like, y'all, they doing their jobs for y'all. Like, y'all don't know how to host on my soul. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. They just talk in circles, talk about, so we just gonna wait on ET. And then Rolly had to get a conversation going between her and DJ Sky. But anyways, she basically said that she made up with DJ Sky, and Anna says she made up with DJ Sky as well. Me personally, and DJ Sky, girl, you was cute. No shade. You were cute, but I'm not gonna lie. It was like, you know, it's like, girl, you're just... Ooh, I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like she's just like a fly on the wall. Like, girl, it's just boring to watch. It don't give nothing. It really don't. I mean, girl, she sat pretty the whole time. That's all I can say. She didn't say much. She didn't say much even when she was addressed. Like, even when they made, even when the conversation was centered around her and somebody else and their beef, she still wasn't saying nothing. So it was just like, girl, why are you here? But her outfit was Tito. Girl, so even after DJ Sky had the conversation, well, quote unquote conversation with Rolly and Animac, and they were basically trying to make it be known that they're cool now, they're still asking for ET. So again, would the reunion have been as turns out without ET there? I'm just asking. It's just a question, child. Anyways, so ET comes back out on stage and she is immediately confronted by Biggie. that was just that. Like, y'all was saying that Biggie was talking too much, but I don't think y'all understand that's kind of the point of the reunion, is to, you know, and don't get me wrong though, there were times where Biggie was doing too much and Anna too. Like, they was doing too much. They were talking out of turn. It would be somebody else's situation. Somebody else would be explaining themselves and they would be interrupting. And that is too much. I get it. But if ET is brought back out on stage to, you know, confront what happened on the show, that is the entire point of the reunion. I don't understand what's wrong with that. Like, and yes, it was long, you know, but I'm saying though, like, what? Like, this is the first time they're seeing each other, that they can really see each other and confront each other outside of what happened on the show. Like, E.T. did Biggie dirty on the show. Like, I don't understand what y'all expected. Like, that's it's kind of the point of a reunion, child. And no, I don't like how everybody was trying to interrupt Biggie and trying to get her to stop talking or to hurry up. Like, if she's trying to get her issue, let her get her issue. That is the entire point of the reunion. I'm sorry that you guys don't know how to solve your issues without beating each other up. Biggie was actually trying to really get an understanding as to why E.T. was doing that to her, why E.T. lied to her brother. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand what was wrong with that. And then, like, Nene is, like, literally interrupting Biggie. Well, why do you guys have a problem with E.T.? What? What do you mean? She's literally trying to explain herself as to why. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Nene? Zeus, can y'all please start hiring hosts that actually watch the show? Nene did not watch the show. Nene did not watch the show. I don't know how much times I gotta say this. She did not watch the show, baby. Because for her to even come out the side of her mouth and say, why do all y'all have a problem with E.T., you would know that if you watched the show. What are you talking about? Anyways, so yeah, I did not like that, how they were trying to, like, rush Biggie. Like, they were all trying to silence her, like, shut up, like, hurry up, like, especially Sapphire, because Sapphire was trying to get her issue. So Sapphire kept interrupting Biggie. She's like, well, can you make it quick? Can you, girl? So in the middle of Biggie talking, Sapphire decides to stand her up. Okay. You stood up, you threw a drink. When you threw the drink, you missed. It honestly gave me the vibe that you were scared, because how did you miss that? And then, so she attempts to throw the drink. She completely misses. You should have had E.T. drenched just like the way she has Sukihana drenched. Let's really get into it. And I still feel like you're weird for even trying to get you. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, you were literally friends with E.T. after she did what she did to your friend, and you knew what she did. You knew that. Girl, you don't get no cool points from me, and you was getting bopped all upside your head, girl, just getting bopped, girl. She literally had you. Ooh, I wish I could give y'all a visual, of how E.T. had Sapphire, girl. Girl, she was knocking your screws loose, child. Girl, goodbye, girl. Especially that first round, girl. She got you, girl. You had the upper hand. I don't care. E.T. was fighting that entire time before Sapphire and Sukihana got up on stage. She ran multiple fades. Girl, her face was puffy, girl. Swollen, girl. No wig. Got beat about her dress, girl. Sapphire, you just can't fight. No shade. Like, you really cannot fight. So it just seemed like Sapphire was, I'm not going to say scared, but she just seemed like like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how to, it's like she didn't want to do it, but she knew that she felt like she had to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's really just what it was. Like, girl, you look so, like, you just look crazy. Like, you're sitting here, and you try to do something that you should have been did in the house, but that is really besides the point. So Sapphire walks up, she throws the drinks, she misses completely. Like, I feel like that was really supposed to be the highlight of the altercation because of what E.T. did to Sukihana. So it's like the fact that you missed that, you just so pitiful, child. So she does that. And she's walking around in circles, okay? She's walking around in circles and she's squaring up. Then she's like, oh, I have to take off my shoes. It just seemed like she was scared. She was like, oh, I have to take off my shoes. Sapphire, you had on tennis shoes, not high heels. Girl, and then you knew what you was going to do before she even got out on stage. Girl, your shoes should have been off. Okay. Anyways, so then Sapphire's walking around in circles and she's like, oh, well, I gotta take off my shoes. She took off her shoes, right? Then she was like, it just felt like she kept coming up with excuses to prolong the actual fight. Then she was like, you sitting here rushing Biggie just for what? Just for you to walk around in circles for 2 minutes? Anyways, so she took off her shoes. Okay, cool. Then she was like, oh, take off your rings. Take off your... No. What are you talking about? You just threw water on me. Me and you were cool up until this point. No, what are you talking about? If I was ET, I would have had the rings on too. Nobody was fighting fair. Y'all cannot sit here, try to jump ET this entire time. And I'm not biased. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not biased. I just don't. And ET gets on my nerves. Y'all know how I feel about this girl. I'm not biased though. Y'all sitting here, y'all jumping, y'all sneaking. Y'all sneaking and y'all running. Y'all not running no fair ones. Why should she give y'all that same courtesy? I just don't get it. I don't get it. You walked up and you threw water on her. Why should she take off her rings? No. And then they made her take them off and you still got done up. Girl, it was so funny to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It was funny. In my opinion, I feel like ET won most of her phase. Other, of course, not Tesehki, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody that she ran it with, she won. Like, Mariahlynn won, of course. That's not really nothing to brag on. So, Sapphire won. And Sapphire really... I'm not gonna say that Sapphire should have won. But Sapphire had the upper hand. Like, you really should have did her in, but you didn't. But I'm not gonna lie, girl. The second round with Sapphire and ET, that little move that Sapphire did, the little kick swing, girl. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of ate down, but you still did not win that. Girl, you still didn't win. All this animosity that should have been shown on the show. Like, I would have understood if, like, ET did what she did to Suki, right? Right? If she would have did what she did to Suki and, like, you fell out with her right then and there and you confronted her right then and there and then wanted to get your issue again at the reunion. But it's like, it's really the fact that you were still friends with ET after she did that to Suki. You were still friends with ET after she did that to Suki. And then let me say this again about Sapphire. I'm kind of skipping around. Y'all know how I be. During the final thoughts, when Rolly was talking and she was giving her final thoughts, and again, y'all got me sticking up for Rolly and ET. Like, for what? I don't know. Anyways, so during Rolly's final thoughts, Sapphire interrupts her mid-sentence, and she's like, "Why you let your friend run up on Natalie?" Sapphire, baby, Sapphire, girl, I'ma really need you to really hang it up. I'ma really need you to really hang it up, baby. Because I don't know where you get off questioning the next bitch about how she operates with her friend. When you let your friend get backed up against the wall. And an entire water bottle. Like, I'm not gonna play with Sapphire. You should not be questioning nobody about nothing, baby. At all. Especially when it comes to, because you're not even a real friend. You're only doing this for the fans. Like, really, though. You're doing it for the fans, and you're doing it because Suki hyped your head up. Girl, when I tell you that first round where ET tore Sapphire out the frame, girl, ET had the entire stage so mad. I don't care what nobody say. ET had that entire stage so bothered. And I get it, because she talked a lot of mess online. She started a lot of mess on the show. You know what I'm saying? She's getting it back ultimately, but the way she had everybody on that stage so bothered was funny. I don't care. When she tore Sapphire out the frame, the amount of girls that got up and tried to jump her and jump in that fight just because she wasn't losing, because she tore their friend out the frame, is crazy to me. It's so, like, Tesehki got up, Biggie got up, Sukihana got up, they all were trying to jump her. Like, it's just oh my goodness, it was just a hot mess. She had the girls bothered. I'm not gonna lie. Honor Mac is literally being held by security, trying her best to get out of their grasp to jump in the fight. And she literally is screaming at the top of her lungs, break it up the fight, break it. Like, they hated to see ET. It was so crazy. It was crazy to me. Oh my goodness. Girl. Who else? Like, ET, okay, I'm kind of going around, like I said. ET also, she stood up in the midst of the reunion, and she said, I guess during her final thoughts, she was like, does anybody else want it? Like, she said, Anna, Mariahlynn, what's up? Like, y'all ain't get y'all ones yet. You know, I ran it with everybody. Girl, a mess, girl. Mariahlynn stood up. Mariahlynn, you just be losing like, oh my goodness. It's actually kind of sad to see. Like, like, no fight with you is a good fight. Like, even though you just can't fight, girl. Like, oh my goodness. Like, every fight with you is never a good fight. Like, and I cannot believe that they're bringing you back for the Caribbean season. I just can't believe it, girl. You really cannot fight. Anyways, so Mariahlynn, of course, she did not win that. You know what I'm saying? ET ended up getting into it with Biggie. This part really irritated me because Biggie barely got touched and Biggie was swimming midair. I don't understand how this happens. I feel like Biggie really should have just sat cute for the rest of the reunion, because it's like, girl, are you even trying? Like, now I feel like you're playing in my face. Like, I feel like you're playing with me now. Like, I feel like you're not even being for real now, because there's no way. She barely touched you, and you're literally swimming in midair. Girl, ET had house beat in shambles. They were so mad. Every single altercation that ET got into, they were trying to jump. They were so mad. I'm like, oh my goodness. It was just crazy, y'all. And then it got to the point where ET was like, girl, I am like not finna fight you, Biggie. Like, she was like, do you really want me to tear you up again? Like, it was to that point. She was like, do you really want me to tear you up again? In the midst of all of that, Anna gets mad because her friend keeps getting tore up. So she decides to sneak ET. And this is my thing with that, okay? If we are going to roast T, if we're going to roast T and get on T, because I got on her too, baby, and ate her right on up, because you got beat up by Scotty out of all people. But that's besides the point. If we're going to get on T and roast T and eat T up for what she did in the fight with Scotty or what she didn't do, we need to be eating up Anna Mac too. Sorry, not sorry. It's not even the fact that she snuck her. It's the fact that you snuck her and you disappeared. Like, where did you go? And then, right after the reunion, Anna Mac got on live and was like, after she snuck ET, security didn't let her get her one. That's what she said. She said that, girl, no, you disappeared, girl. Like, ET was literally looking for Anna. She was looking for Anna. After that, she was looking for Anna. Anna was nowhere to be found. I was looking for Anna. I'm like, where did she go? So I'm not mad, even though it's still very much scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I don't really feel no way about Anna sneaking her, even though it's wrong and it's just overall scary, because she called you out. And that's the thing too. Okay, but let me go. It's overall scary, okay? Especially because she called out your one multiple times and you really wasn't really, yeah, okay? But why would you run? Like, where did you go? Like, you literally was not trying to run that fair fade. Not even a fair fade, but it's like, dang. At least when T snuck Scotty, even though she lost miserably, at least she stayed for a little bit and was trying to, like, you know, get her one too. But, like, you literally was gone, girl. Like, I'm still trying to figure out where you went. And then my thing is that ET, again, she called you out. She called your fade. I feel like there is no excuse for that. She called your fade out. Clear as day. multiple times, and you was not trying to know. But then the minute she put her head down, you want to sneak her, girl. But that's not even what made me mad. A sneak is a sneak, girl. They were fighting again. Nobody was fighting fair during this reunion. So at that point, fair fighting at this reunion is just out the window. Nobody was fighting fair. So the sneaking didn't surprise me. It's the fact that you disappeared afterwards. Like, again, girl, where did you go? I'm still confused. Where did you go? Anyways, so ET is looking for Anna. Tesehki is like, don't worry about where Anna is. Like, Anna is literally nowhere on stage. Like, I don't know where she was. Tesehki is talking all out the side of her neck to ET, girl. It was just a mess. I'm trying to think about what else happened. Rolly kept lying about how she checked ET. Like, girl, you confronted her, but it didn't give that you check her. So when she was explaining herself to Sapphire, when Sapphire confronted her about, why you let your friend run up on Natalie, or why you let your friend beat up Natalie, this, that, and the third. And Rolly was trying to explain herself, and Rolly was like, did I not check you? Didn't I check you? And ET said, you asked me, girl. I was so weak, because it's the truth, girl. You did not. It didn't give check. You checked the stylist that allegedly told her that Natalie was going to set her up, even though we know that was a lie. But it didn't give that you checked ET. I don't know. And yeah, ET was getting on my nerves, y'all. Like, as far as her staying and running all her fades and trying to run all her fades, you know what I'm saying? I completely respect her for that. Don't get me wrong. I feel like they made the entire reunion about ET. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like, I can't get past the other stuff. ET was not trying to take no accountability for nothing. I kid you not. She wasn't trying to take accountability for nothing that happened on the show and off the show. Like, it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was actually frustrating to watch, because it's just like, dang, girl, even with all the eyes against you, you're not even trying to make it right. But she's just, I don't know. It's either she's just stubborn or just, I don't know what it is, but she was not trying to take accountability for nothing. And it was so irritating. Natalie, girl, you just, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you was talking to ET, it wasn't given that you was trying to buck up. You even gave her jacket. Like, I don't want to sit here and call you scary, but I don't know what to call you, because when ET was on stage, you were quiet as a mouse. You actually looked like you felt bad for her. You know what I'm saying? You were quiet as a mouse. You gave her jacket. Here, you want your jacket, this, that, and the third. But as soon as ET left the stage, you're talking all of this mess. And I hate it. And I really don't like how Zeus edited that in the trailer, as if you really call her that to her face. Girl, you wasn't popping none of that to that girl face, but it's really whatever. I honestly don't even care about the situation anymore. Honestly, ET, girl, we know that you lied. I always thought that you lied. I feel like she came up with the lie that Natalie set her up because she knew that it was believable, because Natalie has a track record of doing that. But you're a lie. I don't believe ET. I'm sorry. I honestly don't believe nothing that comes out that girl's mouth. That girl is a compulsive liar, and it's actually kind of sick. Everybody was getting on my nerves. Like, everybody. ET was getting on my nerves. She wasn't taking any accountability. Like, and again, girl, kudos to you for staying out on stage and running your face. I do respect you for that. But it's like, girl, you was not trying to take accountability for nothing. And if I was one of those girls, that honestly would have just irritated me more, because you did all that on the show. You did all that on the show, and now you don't want to take no accountability for nothing that you did. It's crazy to me, child. Girl, she wasn't trying to. Everybody was getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. Biggie, you got on my nerves. You got on my nerves that you had so much mouth, but in between the show too, on your YouTube channel, which I do love, by the way, y'all go subscribe. But you have so much mouth. Even out on stage, you have so much mouth. But them hands do not match, baby. I don't know what be going on with you. You was swimming midair and ET barely touched you. When ET was jumping up and down laughing at her, I was so weak. Anyways, Tesehki girl, ET had you very bothered during this reunion. But I'm going to give you that only because she brought up those SA allegations. You know what I'm saying? But she had you bothered though, girl. I ain't never, girl. Like I said, girl, this is the most personality I have seen out of Tesehki this entire, how many months has it been, girl? Since September, girl. It's crazy. On the Mac, girl, you just, I don't know what to say about On the Mac. Like, I don't know what to say about On the Mac. Like, you, girl, I don't know. I'm just done with everybody. Like, everybody was getting on my nerves. Everybody. Natalie, you got on my nerves. You sit here, you girl, you just, girl, like, you talk about and I understand why Natalie didn't want to fight her. Because she was like, not even you believe that. Like, you don't even believe that. But it's so crazy to me that you are so quick to fight your actual best friend over, like, the dumbest stuff. But somebody that you just met that literally ran up on you, flipped you out your chair, and beat you out your wig over a lie that she made up because she wanted to do her big one, cop a plea with whatever the reason was that ET did it. The fact, girl, I don't know. It just gives real picky, choosy behavior to me, girl. Why you ain't get your lip back? No shade. No shade. The host got on my nerves. Nene, girl, you did not watch the show. You did not keep up with the drama. I don't expect her to keep up with the drama online, but I feel like the bare minimum you could have did was at least watch the show. Girl, I don't have nothing else to say about that. Sapphire, you just big for nothing. I been said that when you fought Smiley. I been clocked your tea when you fought Smiley. That's the thing too. That is the thing. I been clocked your tea months ago. Girl, you couldn't even knock out the bun out Smiley head, girl. That's what I'm saying, girl. You like, you just can't fight. No shade. Suki was getting on my nerves. Everybody got on my nerves, y'all. Like, I really don't know how to explain it. Like, the only one I guess that didn't get on my nerves was Tatted Sky and DJ Sky, because they both was just flies on the wall. They wasn't doing nothing. Like, so that's it. But that is all I have for y'all today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. Girl, it's ItsMyaJ. It's the Messy Mom. We are lit over here. Trust and believe that. And yeah, bye.
Yours, damn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you.